Hey, welcome back everybody. We're doing a Tuesday stream because I am going on vacation next week. So, let's see how far we can get in this game. We're done with Act 1. Still not quite following the story. Mom died of cancer. Dad's name was Blue, and Mom didn't love him. He died in a refinery accident. We left when we were young, I guess, or young-ish, and left our younger brother to fend for himself, and he did not do well. So we're on our way to the tavern to find Blake. I don't think we have anything to do here. We have our phone case. Alright. Let's go to the tavern, right? Yes. The Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. Oops. That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc sitting at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking to him. Hey, Eli, how are you? Yeah, Tuesday stream, because we're traveling out tomorrow. I also had car issues this morning, so I wasn't able to get into work. Why are you looking at me like that? I still got chili on my face? I see. A man lies face down on the bar, surrounded by emptied bottles. The LCD pulse of the evening news makes pale shadows across the bar. An image of a man with a long gray beard hangs over the news anchor's shoulder. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. SHIELD officials have determined that the source of the explosion was due to a botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of oil into a stolen barge. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates, SHIELD officials say. He is believed to be hiding in the Batur woods along the east bank between Kenner and Laplace. Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. Supposed to go mini golfing today, but then something happened. I don't know what it was, so I can't put something happened? That's vague. What happened? Alright, let's talk through LeBlanc. Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Gus, look at this dynamic duo. Not sure I've seen these two around before today. Sure, Gus. That filthy one right there, that's Kate Madeira's oldest. Other one's her robot. You're pulling my leg. That's Kay. Blue's baby. Come on now. I work the turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had some stories, him. How come his kids came out like they did? Look how this one's dressed. Oh, the rain. Oh, I didn't realize you meant right now. Because it just started raining. Maybe a half hour ago. It was pretty hot and normal weather earlier. At least before noon it was. Looks to me like she's headed to the job site. Or the circus. Blue passed before his time is why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress. You're right about that one, Keith. Sad the way the kids turned out. Forget all that. You two are lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of a top-rated, professional sleuth, and I happen to have a bit of information. Spit it out then. Hey, listen, I do things on my own time, you understand? Whining ain't going to make this go no quicker. What he means to say is he don't do nothing but sit around here and drink. My ass, I'm the hardest working flatfoot you can find, me. LeBlanc, please, time is of the essence. Cool your heels, I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery life, I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you get me a drink so we can talk? We're practicing these songs on guitar late? Nah, not really. No. Yeah, I'd like to say I was, but no, I haven't in a couple of weeks. I need to. Just given the choice between playing video games and playing guitar, video games always went out. Been a long day, worked my tail off. Now Gus tried to make me walk all the way back to my place of business just to get my wallet. Shameful. Grab something from the bar for me, will you? I'm looking for my brother. Why don't you ask Gus about that? I don't keep up with Blake no more. Too much trouble. Evening, folks. Can I get something started? You know Blake? Yeah, I know Blake. You have to come around in weeks. Not since you ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. Blake ripped you off. I let him get some sleep right here behind the bar after last call, and wouldn't you know, the boy walked off at the register. I knew he'd been getting himself all messed up on drugs. I was trying to give the kid a chance. Gave him some chores around the place. Done with him now. Done with him. Someone said Blake came by here last night. He'd be a fool to show up here after what he did. I need a beer for your boy. Lord help me. Another sap buying that lowlife a drink. Good for now. Did he give me the beer? He didn't give me the beer. Weird. Don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media has been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. He gestures to the TV. That why you making your website, Keith, to set the record straight? You know that's right. Don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media's been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working... Oh, never mind. Same thing. Alright. Where's my beer? Now let's talk. Might need you to buy me a little snack too, seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car, but this is enough to get us going. So alright. Where do I even start? Your mama ever tell you about me? Maybe? She probably never mentioned me by name, but have you ever heard her mention a wild detective who doesn't play by the rules? Doesn't ring a bell. Just let me finish, okay? Goddamn. Who puts his life on the line for the good citizens of NORCO? Well, that was me she was talking about. Sure, I came up. The problem is, you got a piss poor memory. Us investigators, we had to keep our memories sharp. That's why you don't know me. I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still at the plant. And Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. I knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. Why is it called NORCO and not NOLA? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's a company name, like Northern Company? People say she was kin to Jesus. Old man lived behind loops would say that. Talking about Papa? Yeah, Papa. Been years since I thought about him. How you doing, Paul? A lot you could say about Papa. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Wasn't all bullshit. Saying a coon ass like me is a child of Christ, you know that's bullshit. We're all Christ's children. Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean. Like, literally. Good, got a shower, got to hang before karate. Been a couple weeks. Cool. This was years ago, long before Blue died. Papa told the priest the family occasions came from Jesus. Said Catherine had, how you say it, like Jesus blood. Got it from her daddy's daddy and so on, all the way back to the old world. Like in that movie, one with the volleyball. That ain't the right movie, Gus. It's the one with the priests and stuff. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You'd believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet wild as she was. Papa never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Blue wouldn't let no man like that near her anyhow. You got a point there, Keith. You'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. Where she went, trouble followed. But I admired her, and she admired me. Ooh. You sure about that? She never said much, but I could tell. She only talked to you when she needed a free hand, Brett. Like hell, she did all she could to get my attention. I just had too much respect for Blue. Couldn't dishonor the man's memory. Bajan shakes his head. Sometimes you make me sad. Don't mind Gus. I always been the handsome one and he gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Oh, that's right, your house out there near the fence line. Well, that's right behind my place of business. I got a window looks out in the yard, more or less. But this is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, I ain't got my wallet with me. And you want us to buy you another drink. That's a real generous offer, Robot. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. What's it gonna be? What's another? Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. This is a cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing. Just making an observation. It tastes like dog piss. There's real important information I'm trying to share here. Valuable, you might say. You buy me the cheapest beer in the house. A little rude, maybe. That's okay. That ain't no problem. So listen here. This is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard. I'm always keeping an eye on the street. This is a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I seen these shield security types leaving the house. What was the Metroidvania you played that had underwhelming audio? Oh damn, what was it? The one that kind of looked kind of anime-ish, right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it was... Oh god, what was it? I feel like I had a number. 9 Years of Shadows. 9 Years of Shadow? 9 Years of Shadows, yeah. Yeah. Good game, not a great game. Wish it was better. Let's see. I seen these security types hanging out. It was carrying a box. You saw shield security leaving Catherine's house with a box? That's what I'm saying, Robot. They was walking out the door with the box, casual as can be. Where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? Well, this audio works in this game, but it wouldn't work in Metroid. Exactly. Metroidvania needs to be kind of like up-tempo, right? This is definitely like seedy investigation music. Why didn't you stop the shield agents? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? When are you ever busy with anything? All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. Then what were you doing? Told you I was looking up the window and I saw them shield people. So answer the question, Brett. You see these people breaking into a home. You're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. It's very atmospheric, not detracting from the narrative. If you like this game, there was another game I played that was kind of similar. I played on Amazon Games. I can't remember what it was called. Man, I played a lot of stuff. The Echo Knight, Tecmo's Deception. I need to find this game. This was kind of a while ago, though, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Flight, Adios, Sable, the word flashback, In-Sound Mine. In-Sound Mine, that was a very long game. Much longer than I anticipated. The caves, ooh, Star Control, Wing, all the Wing Commanders. Yeah, I did play through all the Wing Commanders, didn't I? Holy shnikes. I need to find this game. Free Space, that was offline. Tales of the Neon Sea, that was okay. It was a free game on Epic. It was aight. Oh, Syndicate. Don't get me started on Syndicate. Ooh, Dandara. That was a cool Metroidvania-esque game. I really enjoyed that one. The movement was interesting. Where is it? Yeah, this must have been a long time ago. Dark Devotion. That was kind of like a mediocre Metroidvania. I played that offline. All the Lands of Lore, System Shock, Thimbleweed. Oh, this was when I was going through Amazon stuff. Vane, which I did not like. The Bridge, which I quit. Inside was awesome. Rime or Rhyme was great. Got to Roboto. That was like a short Metroidvania. I like how much I thrown you off. I know. Well, I wanted. Oh, it's called the Red Strings Club. That's what it was. That's what this game kind of reminds me of. The Red Strings Club. All right. Anyway, sometimes I wonder if half the stories you tell. Ask around town. Everyone knows I'm a killer. You are just fantasies you make up to convince yourself. Gonna keep on dancing at the Red. Yes, not the Pink Pony Club. The Red Strings Club. I was taking a shit. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window's next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel. I have IBS. Hadn't even started wiping when I seen them shield dudes. All right, bruh? Bruh. Would you run down Apple Street with a dirty ass? You know, LeBlanc has a point. You always wipe before you go running. In North Colorado? Yes. The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You gotta have a clean ass to fight crime. Everyone knows that. Bidet hype. Had I been done wiping, I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. Serious. What would Shield be looking for? Hell if I know. Lara St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there, she always took a bit of an interest in your mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. What makes her a loose cannon? That's just what they say. You talking about Laura? Piece of work, that woman. Surprised she hasn't run the whole operation into the ground. Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. Lots of people want her gone. Why would she be interested in my mom? Everybody was. He's right. Everybody wanted what was in her head. Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair, founded Clair Bionics. They made robots just like your friend here. Hell, Million might be a St. Clair unit herself. Anyhow, man's rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair is a servant of the devil. There Gus goes with his bullshit. Not bullshit, it's the truth. Alright, Gus. Enough about Laura St. Clair. That's enough. Before you go, I got one more thing. Hungry. Be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat. Circle back afterwards. I might have a little more information to share. Fine, let's go by. What now? Old boy got hungry? Yes, actually. Sucker born every day. Good for business, I guess. Should have mentioned I don't care much for the fries here, but that's okay. I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all. But forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw S.H.I.E.L.D. thugs leaving your mama's house with the box. What the box contained, no idea. But they was in there looking for something. No telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery in that old plantation home, where the real action happens. If I had to guess where they was heading, that'd be it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. Keith's making himself a little news website. What's the name going to be, Keith? I got a few ideas in mind. You just like Duck. He used to be a news junkie too, digging up dirt and all the bigwigs. That was before the cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck, Kay? That man could use visitors. Who? No wonder you don't remember your mama talking about me. You got a pecan for a brain. Kay, I find it surprising that you don't remember Duck. Even the damn robot thinks it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in her grave, kid. You better go see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does. Where is he? What you mean? Kate must have took you to see Duck a 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest that we visit him at some point. Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Why you talk like that? Did they make you in England or something? You sound like like a queen. Thank you. Anyhow, figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. I have more questions. Hurry it up then. Tell me more about Pawpaw. What you want to know? How to become fixated on my mom. Small town like this, your mom might attract attention. He was watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, got his wires crossed. That's my guess. Sounds about right to me. Where's he now? Living in a ditch somewhere? That ain't nice, Gus. He left here a long time ago. He used to do odd jobs, roofing, fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went. Probably looking for work. How well do you know him? Living in a ditch... Oops. I'd see him walking by every now and then. We'd exchange a few words. They say he threw a brick through the church window once upon a time. That had people buzzing. A lot of us knew who he was, but no one knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. How's my Canada Day going? It's going. It'll be America Day in 3 days. We need help getting into the refinery. Getting in that refinery ain't easy. I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates, barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all this. Them the only kind I ever seen get through security. They was on TV hiding one of them they was saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding in the woods. Do I have a friend America Day the day after the match? Not really. That's only Thanksgiving. He points to the television. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of the lower shaken. Yes. Yes. Two knuckleheads managed to figure out what S.H.I.E.L.D. was looking for. Come and tell me. A good detective should know what's going on. Where can I find Duck? Maybe you should start a new trend. I'm not a trendsetter. What do you want to know? How do you become fixated? Nope, never mind. Like I told you the first time, just think about it for 2 seconds. I'm sure you've been there 1,000 times, kid. Let's talk to Keith. Weffy, Waxy. Hey. Don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media's been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. Oh, same dialogue. Does Gus have anything new to say? Good for now. Alright, let's look at our mind map. Just a bedwetter. Your brother never ended up at Floodgate Tavern. Erica said Blake was headed to the tavern last night. Gus, the bartender, said Blake never showed up. Blake is dead. Your brother, yes. An old man in NORCO named Pawpaw has delusions about your mom. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ by way of her Cajun ancestry. He once threw a brick through a church window. Not very Jesus-like. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. Is interested in your mom. Likely due to some aspect of your mom's research. Finished thought. A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River woods. Okay. Thomas St. Clair is Laura St. Clair's father and the affluent founder of Claire Bionics, a machine learning startup. Let's talk to Monkey. Nope. Let's talk to Million. If we're to attempt getting into the refinery to reclaim your mother's possessions, we'll need help. LeBlanc may know where to find it. We need to find a way into the refinery. Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We can attempt to infiltrate the refinery ourselves, but I don't think we'd be successful. Let's ask around for help. LeBlanc suggested we visit Duck. It's good advice. Do you recall where Duck lives? There's a fugitive hiding along the Batour. Yes, we saw him mentioned on the news. Allegedly an oil pirate. What about him? Are oil pirates common? Increasingly so. The pipeline network in this region is largely unmonitored. Claire Bionics and others are developing new technologies to address this. Where is the Batour? The Batour woods are along the Mississippi River near Dime's Discount. Maybe he can help us get into S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's reasonable to assume. Okay. Let's see. Anything? No, nothing. Alright, let's get out of here. This has taken another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was heading there yesterday evening. The bartender says that Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says that S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope they point us toward your brother. Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. No answer. Home or Dime's Discount. What do we got? Let's go to Dimes discount. Nobody here? Nope, nothing. Nope, the woods. Let's save. Either you see a dog, little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answers pots. You're the one they're looking for? Well, so what? Like you make the news, they want trouble, here I am. You see that dog, you send her this way. Okay, nothing else to talk about? A memorial languishes in the river mud. A 2x4 cross, plywood plaque. Cairns of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here passed the brave freedom fighters of January XW11, whose cries of liberty echoed through the generations. In much smaller lettering, a different hand scratched "fake" across the bottom of the plaque. Okay. Let's save. Do stuff? Gotta do stuff. Fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Patur Woods. His dog has gone missing. This man was mentioned on the news, an oil pirate. Lucky's dog is missing. When we were visiting Erica, I noticed a dog near the entrance to the bookshop. Could it be Lucky's dog? I don't know. Could it? Near the bookstore? Yeah, dog. Stocky pitbull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon. Let's talk. Let's call him by his name. She reaches down to pet the dog. He shows her teeth, growls softly. This dog matches the description given by Lucky. She doesn't trust us. We may be able to win her over with a little food. You can win me over with a little food. Where can we find some dog food? Same place you get people food, the gas station. Can't go in. Still not over the crouton thing, in case you're wondering. I wanted to ask you some questions. Too bad. If you wanted my help, you should have listened to me when I told you to stop petting my cat. Well, okay, fine. Kind of rude. This dog looks kind of hungry. What do dogs eat? Dog food, bruh. Dogs eat dog food. Probably gonna try and get an invite to this quack app people have been talking about. Hey, he's gotta be better than this. So maybe we go get the hot dogs? What if we got a shield? Ooh. Uh-oh. Hello. These are our new generation of St. Clair units. They're running the latest cloud distributed SCOS. Our armor is composed of more durable and lightweight alloys than my own. Gaining access to the facility will not be a trivial task. Indeed, it may not be possible with only the two of us. And the Sentinel is certain to complicate our attempt. Nonetheless, I see no alternative. Are you prepared? Let's hold off. No, I'm not. Hold off. I just want to look at stuff. Sentinel drone will continue to call guards until it's removed. Yep. Oh, guardhouse. Nope. I will be right back. Norco is the name of the city? Like New Orleans is Norco? Or is this, it's a fictional city, right? Must not be. No, it can't be. So they're talking about New Orleans and all these other, like, actual places. Norco, Louisiana. But it's near New Orleans. Alright, where do we need to go here? Oh shit, not here. Alright, we need to get him some food. I don't know why I'm so tired. Liberty City? That's real. I've been there. Definitely in Canada. Liberty City, for sure. Alright, we need to get some food. Get your job offer email? Yeah, buddy. Get it. Nope. I guess I can go home and get food, right? Go to the kitchen. No? Pills. I need to get this dog some food. Why am I blanking on where to get him? This pile has shifted since last time I looked. Move boxes. You clear away the box, revealing a portal built into the floor. Unbelievable. How many years has Catherine kept the story hidden? We must find a way in. They match my pay, but after 3 months probationary period, they throw in health and dental. RRSP contribution plan, vacation time, PTO. Dude! That is fantastic. That is a career if you're getting all those benefits. Yeah, that is a huge upgrade, man. Congrats. Don't fuck it up. A doorway previously hidden by boxes. Open. You make various attempts to open the doorway, but all your efforts prove futile. It remains locked. Plus actual apprentice. How many apprenticeship hours do you need to be certified? Let's talk. Private investigator Brett LeBlanc. He saw SHIELD agents leaving your house with a box following your mom's death. Okay. Maybe it's in the backyard somewhere. Monkey does not like me. Let's go in the backyard. Front yard. Like 1,200 to 1,500 per block? What does that mean per block? Already got this out, right? Oh, it's a card reader. Ah, no, I didn't mean to do that. Where am I supposed to go here? Hold on, let's go back. Can we grab the fries? No. No. Keep poking them. Okay, nothing. Ample Street. The tavern. PI's closed. Dimes oh, well, I can get dog food here. That's right. On the side. Yes. My memory is foggy, or my mind is foggy. I get those hours and go back to class for 4 to 6 weeks of schooling, approximately 1,800 hours. So let's see. If you're doing full time, that's 40 hours a week times 52 weeks. Yeah. So a little less than a year of apprenticeship. 42.5. 42.5 times 52 weeks. 50 weeks. No. 45 weeks. Yeah, little, maybe like 10 months? Something like that? Not too shabby. You grab a bag of dog food. Hold on a second, someone messaged me. What's going on? Oh, never mind. Manual price scanner. Ooh. Good evening, how may I help you? I'm good. Scan. You scan the dog food. Thank you for your purchase. Anything else I can take? No. Nope. Alright, we out. Back to the bookstore. Here you go, buddy. You pour a heap of dog food in onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Bark, bark. And then we go back to Dime's Discount and go talk to Lucky. Oops. Pot! You brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Pot's now she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her. He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million. Say, robot, you look familiar. You a Claire's bionics unit? No. Alright then. Just thought you might feel lucky in on a little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Clair. She one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out in some wild goose chase. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be no longer than 10 for me. I will have the option for overtime as well, which I'm gonna do a few nights a week, non-karate nights. Yeah, because once you get those hours in and you get that certification, now, like, more doors are gonna open up for you. I mean, obviously, depending on how this job is, you'll end up staying with this job for a while, but you'll have options and a certification, so you'll be more lucrative as far as your salary. For what? What I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. Stick around here. Need help? Find me. Help is just what we need. That right. We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple grenades in my bag. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. Well, hold on, let's look at some stuff. Let's look at some stuff. Yep. What you got, Kay? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky know all there is to know. What about it? How long has the facility been in NORCO? S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this here was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap. River connects straight to it. Whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters. Then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. The man laughs. Bet they regret that idea. Tell me about Laura St. Clair. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. NORCO. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking they get her if they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her. Might end up staying with this job permanently. It's got all the reasons to stay. He told me if they didn't take on any new projects, they'd have enough for the next 4 or 5 years. Hoping it works out. They have the quality I want to learn to build to. Just hopefully it's a good place to work. Definitely nervous. Yeah. I hope it's a good place. I hope it's a good place because all those benefits and getting your hours, even if you get even if it's not that great, if you can stomach it for the next 8, 9, 10 months to get your certification. Then you can start looking around. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's all in the papers. She even sends survey teams out into the lake. Why's she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil. Silt domes. Whatever she was looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Tell me about Thomas. Thomas started the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU. Moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. Shield's board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They hadn't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire Bionics out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him. Enough about Shield. How many blocks is it? The apprenticeship takes 4 to 5 years. Damn! And they can only do 1 block? Do you have to go to a different company to get the... Or can you do all 4 blocks at the same company? You from around here? Lucky come from Vatchery, right up the river. But he done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, stayed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world. How long have you had Potts? Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath the car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like she was. Met a man with some land, wanted some babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot. Guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times. Dismiss. Pot! Monkey didn't have anything to say. Okay. Let's go. Where to next? Are we going to the refinery? Oh no, we gotta go back home. Let's go back home. Repair this truck. If they can sign off my logbook, I can do the entire thing there. Basically, you get hours on a list of basic skills they sign off on you being able to do, then go to school and they do more advanced stuff. The apprenticeship program is basically just a federal program that shows a standard accepted set of skills and experience. Gotcha. Gotcha. Lucky waits beside the truck. Come on, Lucky. So this Miss Madeire's house then. Lucky knew your mama a bit. How? She was around, seen her a time or two. She weren't no friend to the companies, neither. They'd have liked to have her dead. Do you worry about yourself? He squints, grimaces, shakes his head. Nah. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble. What do you mean? They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf. Now they're building a brain. A brain? Hell, everybody know they in there building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. Going to hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But they ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're going to use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. Then why get in their way? Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody liked Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches a tree line. Lucky done blowing up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more, just tap me on the shoulder. Never seen a security robot fix a truck before. That's a strange one you got. I've finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? Let's do it. Oh. Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as million speeds down the highway. No! Monkey! Can we go back? Can we go back? Oh. No. Well, hail. Wilson! Wilson! Alright, let's go to S.H.I.E.L.D. Looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. upgraded their drone fleet. Seen a couple of these sentinels downriver. They'll just keep calling on guards so you knock them out, but they can't be caught with bullets. Any ideas? You'll need a way into the security system, reroute their flight path. That's what Lucky thinks. You know, you've never seen Castaway? Starring one of my favorite actors ever, Tom Hanks? Come on, man. Like I say, that sentinel drone's just going to keep calling on guards as soon as we knock them out. Lucky ready for anything, up to you. Let's hold off. We'll need to find some way of clearing that sentinel. Okay. Let's, maybe go to Floodgate Tavern? I couldn't watch it after seeing Captain Phillips. That one was hard to watch at the end for me. Was that the Somali pirates? Too busy watching comedy and horror movies around that time. I feel like I've seen most, yeah, the Captain, yeah, I'm the Captain now. That was a great movie. There's the other movie where he plays, the pilot who landed in the Hudson. Right? Is that him? That was him. Yeah. Fantastic actor. He even did a very convincing Slavic accent in The Terminal. Let's go in. Let's talk to everybody. Nope. I need to figure out how to get rid of these drones. Maybe the PI? These closed, right? No. Yes? No. Shield is building a brain. Lucky says Shield is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. Shield is finished that thought. Okay. I saw like the second half of that one with Denzel Washington flying the plane upside down. Was that Denzel? You're thinking of, I think it's just called Flight. That was a good movie. Is there anything at the discount store? Don't think so. Well, wait, let's go home. We have a laptop at home. Maybe we can do something there. Fake laptop. No internet. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it's garbage, garbage, garbage. Yeah, he was high on cocaine or something and like engine failure, but he landed without a casualty. Then he had to admit to being high in court. Yeah, that was a movie I've been wanting to watch for a while, and I think I saw it on a flight, which was weird. It was a long movie too, 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah, I've got a list of movies that I want to watch on Letterboxd. What is this? Oh. Leave. I mean, maybe we just need to go. I don't know if there's a... Yeah, I think we just run in? Maybe? Well, let's go to the kitchen. There's an attic here, and there's just a door. Can I use people? No. Yeah, how do we... Yeah, I don't know how we get through S.H.I.E.L.D. I watched Titanic on a ferry trip once. The guy actually used my VHS copy. That's cool. What do we got? We got the tavern, home, dimes discount, shield. So let's go to Sarpy Books. Can everyone help us? She's not gonna help us because we made her cat blast off. Oh. So she would probably have helped us if we didn't send her cat off to the moon. Alright. Well, I guess we're just gonna try to like bully our way through. Let me save. Alright, we should listen closely to his advice. Do I ask him here? We can whoop these guards, but that sentinel will just call more back. Ain't no shooting them neither. Do that and it'll fire a signal across the whole network. Gotta find some way to reroute its path. Oh, really shaking in my boots. Get that dog the hell out of here. Nothing. No. Leave it up, Lurk. Need to get ready for karate. Alright, Polish. Catch you later, buddy. We'll need to find some way of clearing that sentinel. Alright, well, I mean, let's try bullying our way through. Man nods. Ooh, looky at a badass. Oh, shit. Not dead yet? Well, pow. Yeah, but they just get summoned back. So we actually need to figure this out. What are we missing? Alright, well let's go to everywhere. Go to everywhere. Do the everything. Apple Street. I don't think there's anything in here. Besides a TV. The wasted guy. This guy, no. This guy, no. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. Nothing here. Times discount or home. Oh, let's check home out again. Alright, nope. Yeah, same stuff. Has anything changed in this bedroom? Doesn't look like it. Kitchen, I don't see anything. And we can't access this. I wonder if we go in the backyard, will it let us pick up the crowbar? No, right? Steel pry bar lies on the ground. Okay, nothing here. Dimes discount. Let's look around. Oh, freight loader. Oh, being repaired. The Batur. Here we go. What's in here? Nothing? Well, hot damn. There's nothing in here? What do we got? What do we got? We need to disable that robot. What am I missing? Shield, no. Sarpi's books. I don't have anything. Oh, you said they're building a brain. Still trying to find a way to get off the oil. Too much politics in it. But they want us to find minerals where there ain't no people. Where's that? Points up at the sky. Out in them stars. But you can't go flying around up there without a big brain. That's why they was hoping to get at Laura St. Clair's daddy. But too bad for them. Enough about S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. is stolen. Lucky it'll be up there. Maybe additional obstacles. That's good advice. Do you recall where Duck lives? So I guess we recall it. Where's Duck? Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Mom saw something in the lake. Your mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know. Duck. An old friend of your mom. Remember him scattered and vague. LeBlanc suggested you visit him, but where does he live? You try to recollect. Oh, I thought it had to be blue to actually have additional info. His face. Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. I was always happy to see him. His health? Took a turn before you left, a bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his legs. Your mother brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His son. Took a turn before you left. Oh. His son. Dead at 14. An explosion in the yard. Natural gas leaking from a pipe. Something caused a spark. The pipeline. Across the property at S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. There's only one neighborhood along the fence line. What's left of it, anyhow. Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. The perennial accumulation of dust. Damp curtains and pile of cans on the kitchen table and those refinery shadows of that little slab bungalow. Duck lives in Dimes. Dimes is the neighborhood along the fence line of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. Duck lives there. Okay. Million was? Ah. Finished thought. Okay. Dimes. Save. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex sits a small distance from the house. That must be awful. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. Whoa, creepy. Thank you for not saying anything. Not the first ones to come through here, toppling all over my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty. Come around looking for copper. But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay. Not like your brother. How's it been, Duck? How's it been? About how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive, just trying to keep myself out of trouble until it's my turn to go. So, mention a buyout? You must have noticed coming in. The houses are all gone. People here have been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. S.H.I.E.L.D. moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard, just won't grow. Never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it. Anyhow, if S.H.I.E.L.D. had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would have been worth something. Money they were offering to buy us outright. Be worth a lot more had they never come. Remember they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died, I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in dimes, so... Sorry about Reese. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories, control points they call them. Couldn't stand to write out his name, it's too painful. I skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. It'd be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it. Head drive? I unleashed it. The monster, Super Duck, calls itself that just to get to me, just to piss me off. It's my fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they don't even have a license. Your mother went to the same clinic for hers. I tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain, he begins to laugh, is spreading all around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. She never listens. Stop responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt for you to deal with, so you kept up with my mom. Up until right near the end, Kay. She lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. But I could see it wearing on her. It took a toll on her body. It started in her liver. They burned it out, thought maybe that was the end of it. Before you know it, they found a little in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down airline like some kind of bag lady. Figure she thought it'd go away if she ignored it, but that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, it never did quit. Been getting sores. Cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that. Said, Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. Think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working, no more doing nothing. She'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my heart thinking about it. What can you do? No hiding from God's will. So. And more questions. This monster, my mom was working for it? Hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic bird sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. Couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. Did you attend her funeral? Planned to. Arranged for my godchild to pick me up and everything. The day of the service, I could hardly walk. I heard from a couple of people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty of people had nice things. There was plenty of people that had nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know they'd have chapped her ass. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. She'd say it reminded her of who she was. Figure she probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone. And Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it, so. The ring she wore around her neck was fake? You don't know the story? Kinda funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on an airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from the old world. Said it traveled from France to Nova Scotia and down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, but they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to a appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia. Fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevasse. Ugh. My mom was fired from the university? Sure, you were young. Could have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job. Nothing special, just a community college in the city. That's Catherine. Never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. Enough about my mom. Trying to get into the refinery. Not a good idea, Kay. What for? They stole my mom's stuff. Well, that's interesting. The regional executive, she took a particular interest in your mother. Why? She wanted to know the things Catherine knew, I suppose. Your mother was out in the lake. She heard Shield or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find out for herself. She didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. Sounded to me like her medication was messing up her head, but she insisted it was real. Some kind of UFO. Said it followed her for nearly a mile. Anyhow, that CEO they got at Shield, she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all this. Catherine got to be careful in her old age, paranoid even. The important things she kept hidden. Whatever Shield stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back? Can you help us get in? I'm going to regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it for so long, been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how Shield managed to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind their firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot up, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a bit, but just got myself lost. Can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. But whatever you do, Kay, I'm asking you to be careful. Alright, he's gonna help us. Ooh, excuse me. I think that's it. The library. Save that. What is this? A strange ornamental box. You attempt to open the box, it's locked. Okay. Trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads Junior Champion Reese Richard, St. Charles Parish. Ooh, it is warm. Damn, it's warm. Okay, it's locked. We need to find a key. Storage containers filled with paperwork and newspaper clippings. You sift through some of the clippings that fill the containers. Most relate to the catalytic cracking unit explosion of YX-10. Descriptions of the aftermath, the destruction, the displacement, the workers who died. Father is listed among the names. Ugh. A printout containing the letterhead of a law office in Metiere sits in the tray of the printer. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of their payout, we recommend that you proceed with relocation. Shield is not legally obligated to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. Collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned to the board. Photographs are of various industrial and infrastructural landscapes that you recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain elevators downriver, and the airport control tower. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. Ugh. Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom again. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Oh, my camera's already off. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, let's peruse the titles on the bookshelf. A report on the levitating spheres of light witnessed by multiple onlookers above Camp Memory in the Bonnet Care spillway throughout the spring and summer of YX1S, commissioned by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. After careful survey of the soil content in the area near Camp Memory, our inquiry has determined anaerobic conditions conducive to the formation of confined pockets of gas that, given exposure to sufficient heat, may ignite. These spontaneous incidents of combustion were likely mistaken for floating luminous spheres. The Pigman. Some claim that the Pigman is a type of grunch who hides beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lake Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain? Legend has it that if you bring the Pigman a gift, he will return a gift to you in kind. Before we look at the laptop, the head of a buck is mounted to a wall. That's easy enough. There's nothing here, right? You sift through the clipping. Yeah, never mind. A computer console with a large trackpad and a magnified display. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. Use terminal, you sit before the terminal's display. Ooh, it's kind of cool looking. What is this? This is a map of SHIELD's Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If we want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones. Capacity. Let me just try something. Choose a destination from a neighboring. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Oh. Seems there's a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecure, but there may be a way around this, so I just need to push them out. No drone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones and a maximum capacity, neighbor will reallocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. That means that when removing the last drone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at max. Okay. Got it. Okay. It seems you're only given 10 before the system resets. Got it. Okay. So let's go, should have done that. Oops, shit. No. Alright, so I have 3. I got 1 here, 1 here. 1 here. I think I'm good. Yeah, okay. 1. There we go. Okay. The drones have been cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect this will be helpful. Now let's go beat up some guards. Nothing else we can do here, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll be back. How you doing, Kay? Anything new? Your grandpa broke into a pawn shop to sell a jeweled ring to uphold the lie that he was descended from French royalty. Your mom later discovered that the ruby was made from synthetic material. She still wore the ring around her neck until she died. She was buried with it. It's not about the value, it's about the thought. Though he did lie about it too. Duck is an old friend of your mom's who lost his son when a shield pipeline cutting through their yard exploded. He versioned his consciousness at the same clinic as her. They fell out of touch before she died. He lives in dimes and is in poor health. Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neural versioning clinic as Duck. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. Laura St. Clair is interested in your mom. Duck speculates that it's because of the object your mom observed in the lake. Blue is in a mausoleum. He wasn't buried, he was interred. You visited it a few times as a kid. Catherine brought flowers and prayed there. You sat restlessly, waiting for her to finish. Afterward, she dragged you into the church that faced River Road to make you touch the holy water. She watched you motion the sign of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the two of you left. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to everybody. Sad to see Duck in such a state. He was once such a vibrant young man. Smells a little sour in here. Can't even die in peace, good lord. Alright, let's go. To the refinery. And let's save before we beat these guys up. No sentinel drills around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Let's do it. Ooh. Damn, he is going after Million, isn't he? Nothing much to it. And them sentinels not around, they let you more or less walk into the place. Would you take a look at that big fella? The freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Finery is ours. Back to Catherine? Back to Catherine. Catherine, you've made it to this warehouse with the big bird. I sure did. We have a job for you. It will pay. We'll solve some problems before you die. Dallas, no stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Yes. Catherine, in the lake. You saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want the stone, but it evaded us. Super Duck is what else? A network. A system of signals, wireless communications of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers. Distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Superduck saw you see the stone because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. Followed you through the lake. It loves you, it seeks you, it will submit to you. But we must ask fast. Shield wants the stone. Clara Bionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everybody hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend, convinced himself he has faith in God. Convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the Garretts of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Got it? Go get my shiny stone. Hurry, before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two. The hell? Okay. Go on, get me my shining stone. What are you waiting for? There are a lot of nodes in the network. This one's the biggest. I'm a little lost. What's up? I don't know what the hell's going on. Who's John? Kenner John. You don't know Kenner John? Never heard of him. Happy for you. He makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple. Religious stuff. You religious? I turned away for a while, but the cancer brought me back. No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful. Not the most orthodox preacher. Where do we find this stone? The thing Super's looking for? Promenade Mall in Kenner. That's what Super said anyhow. This is going to be a long night. Making money. Retrieve stone from the mall. Okay. Alright, let's skedaddle, I guess. Can you please explain to me what... So wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was what? There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse. Yeah. That's normal to you? No, but I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. Me too, but... What's this stone? He said it loves you? What was that all about? I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why does he keep calling it a stone? Stone, drone, I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention or neither one of us is getting paid tonight. I got the gist. Some lunatics are living in the mall and they got the stone. That's right, Kenner John and his gang. They're keeping the stone at the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside, get the stone, bring it back here. You got all that? Couldn't be more clear. Alright. How do I get out? No? Oh, I need to call. That's right. Call an Uber. Where are we going? To the mall. Yes. Save? A single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision of at the mall's rear is beyond the lot. I used to come here all the time as a kid. Same. I knew it fell on hard times, didn't know just how hard. A drainage canal formed a moat around the parking lot, dividing it from its commercial neighbors. Okay. Well, let's go into the mall. Oh, it's closed. Some kind of recruitment video plays on the monitor above the entrance. Imagery flashes across the screen, punctuated by text. 3 geometric shapes. Find all 3. Name tag that reads Garrett pinned to a crayon blue shirt. Earn the badge. A tower circled by scaffolding. Find salvation in the stars. Well, okay. Scale model is encased in glass. The plaque at its base reads ARC. What do you think that is? Hard to say. Almost looks like an oil rig. Or a spaceship. 2 teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, lacks shoes, and wears a blue-collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. They got no shoes? Gross. The older of the 2 eyes Catherine indifferently. Yeah. Small open? Not for you. We're trying to get inside. No one's going to help you. You have to help yourself. Is this how you live your life, walking around parking lots in the rain, asking for help? More or less. Well, clean up your act. Lift. Become strong. Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag. No more soft drinks. I hate soft drinks. Then don't drink them. You need to be initiated before we can even consider letting you in. Initiated how? How many readings have you collected? What? How many what? So you have no idea what's going on around here. No idea at all. John's got an app, alright? You need to install it if you have any hope of making your way in here. Even once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral. Cathedral? The place where the divine object resides. Don't talk about that with the sieves, moron. What's the app called? Kenner John's Apocryphon. That's it. Install that shit. Catherine pulls out her phone. Done. How do we use the app? So what do I do with the app? It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's sculptures around town. Sculptures. This is Pokemon Go. Virtual sculptures. You can only see them on your phone. There's 3. Find the sculpture, scan it with your phone, and learn some shit. First is in Bruce's backyard. Or Bruce's yard. Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is a Garrett now. Show some respect. Each one will give you a clue about the next. You're just giving the whole thing away. She will not collect them all, Garrett. No need to worry. Yeah, true. The last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to friend. Who? Just open the Apocryphon app while standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll see friend. What's with the name tags? You work here or... No. Both tags say Garrett. Do you both have the same name? No. Yes. Look, this is some spiritual shit. We can't just tell you about it. We did it to taunt and gooch. Come on, she didn't even use the app yet. It's spiritual. Just use the app and then you'll know the truth. Where are your parents? I don't know. Watching Jeopardy? Got some candy for us or something? Give me a ride to basketball practice. Glad we got this gate to protect us. Where did you say we can find friend? Friend's in the parking lot. Open the app. You'll find friend. What's that thing in the case? What's that thing in the glass case over there? That thing is our ticket to Mars. Knew it. How many people can fit in there? That's just the toy version, stupid. The real one is like 500 feet tall. 114 feet and 6 inches. I hated Jeopardy. Yeah, I was never good at Jeopardy. I liked Wheel of Fortune. I was close. Yes, Garrett. Alright, let's open up the app. You have not collected this reading from the Apocryphon. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I guess it's not in here. Let's go to the back. That's Keith? Who? Keith Brozard, guy I went to high school with. Where'd you go to high school? Destrehan. Destrehan's right down the street. Not so odd you'd see him here. In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night. Guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me. Keith! Kate, alright, sister. Thought that was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. Me too. Working a case. Starting me a little news website. What's this website? Ain't got a name yet. Still trying to come up with something cool. Keith's News Alert or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What are you investigating? Tell me about this case you're working, Keith. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Heard they got some small boys coming in and out. Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Guy who runs the operation looks about as much like a pervert as you can picture. Huh. Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, and Family Feud are the best game shows of all time. Do you remember Whammy? Whammy was good. Yeah. There was that story about that guy that figured out the pattern of Whammy. Made a ton of money. Well, a ton of money. Made a lot of money. And then they figured out that like he had cracked it, so they had to randomize it more. You watched it some. There was another show. It was a very old show. I remember it had something to do with like triangles, but like the final game was you and your partner would sit facing each other, and a word would like pop up, kind of like not charades. A word would pop up on the screen, and you'd have to describe it. Yes, $100,000 pyramid. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that was a great. I remember distinctly watching that with my parents a lot. They always watched that. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Yeah. I don't really know any game shows nowadays that I would watch. The Nickelodeon one with Mark Summers. Double Dare. That was cool. There was a documentary, I don't know if you ever watched American Gladiators. There was a documentary on Netflix about it. Man, they had like no rules or regulations with American Gladiator. People were just getting injured left and right. It was absurd. Double Dare was good. Ken or John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about Ken or John? I know we got to start posting in the comments section on New Orleans news and views. He'd go in there saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. That's enough. I think so. Yeah. I should keep moving, but maybe I'll come back later to see how the case is going. I'd like that, sister. Come pass by. Why don't I see you around so often these days? Staying busy. Also, cancer. You mind me asking you something? Just a thing I find myself wondering about. Sure. Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? You kept his name. Figure it couldn't have been all bad. Just something I wonder. Well, wonder about something else. Woo! Hey, forget I asked. Too busy to be thinking about that right now. Go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. Subdivision? Parking lot? What is in here? Light pours from the partially open garage door. Catherine crouches and peers beneath the garage door. Sports commentary blares from a television in the far corner. She studies the space beyond the threshold. A compressor, ice chests, tackle boxes, stacks of cardboard, buckets of bolts, and welding scrap. Kitchen supplies, a butane torch, laundry basket filled with cans of cat food, an old candle burned to its base and tipped onto the floor. Stacks of disintegrating newspaper, a microphone stand, a collection of shadeless lamps lined against the wall as if awaiting a firing squad. Situated amidst the clutter, a man in a red folding chair watches the television, his back turned away. Catherine leaves the portal to the garage and returns to the rainwater pooling in the street. I'm going to go in there in a second. I just want to see what else I can do. A four-door mid-size SUV, an older model, well-maintained. Alright, let's go in. What are you doing? Just... Catherine steps into the garage. Wait here. Catherine regains her posture beyond the door. The man doesn't notice her. Remains silent. Sports commentators analyze the touchdown. The man watches with rapt attention, his head craned. Remains silent. Commercial break. A helicopter view of the Houston Astrodome. An advertisement for detergent. A silly dog spills the plate of fries and ketchup. Everyone's smiling by the end, pitying the dog. The mother is old as she sits by the domestic light of her daughter's home. They hold hands. The guitar plays a hopeful song. The daughter helps the mother with her wardrobe. It cannot stop the progression of the disease. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Wait, silent. The severity of side effects may increase with dose. Weight gain, loss of appetite. Daughter helps mother with her shoes. Silence. The daughter looks up into the camera. Thank you, the mother says, her eyes a theater of affection. Daughter smiles, still holding her mother's feet. You're welcome, Mom. The daughter helps the mother from the chair and out the door into the golden, brilliant daylight. The branding fades and the commercial ends. Remain silent. Man rubs his nose, then he picks it, then he rolls his head. Turns his head over his shoulder towards the garage door, looks at Catherine, turns back towards the TV. He turns again quickly and jumps in his chair. What in the... Catherine lifts both hands, palms out. Sorry to startle you. Hell you in my garage for? It's about Bruce, isn't it? Yes. Ever since he got himself mixed up with that internet freak, people like you been coming by asking about him. But I keep saying the same thing. I don't talk to him. Can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together at the plant in NORCO, but he goes out of his way to avoid me. Of course he landed a computer job while I'm busting my ass with the torch all day. Won't even look his daddy in the eyes. My kid, she left, never came back. It's hard. Hard, all right. Can't focus on nothing around here. Always waiting for him to call. Even started digging through all these boxes, looking for the little stuffed monkey he'd carry around as a kid. Sounds just like my daughter. Figured I could give it to him as a kind of peace offering. What would you tell him if he ever came back? Yeah, I don't know. Get some sense? Guess I'd say, Bruce, you're my boy. This here's your home. I wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That Colt shit, that Garrett shit, let it go. Just come back home. That's what I'd say. You see him. You see Bruce. Will you tell him that? Hell, you can even record it and hang on to it until you see him. He blocked my number. I can't get a word to him. I don't have anything to record with. You come back when you do. I'll repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on. Get out of my garage. I'm ready to retire. How do we get into the mall? We're supposed to get into the mall in Kenner, get the stone, and bring it back to Superduck. The entrance is locked. If we listen to anything the kids at the entrance said, you have to be initiated to get in. How do we get initiated? There are 3 sculptures hidden around town. Virtual sculptures. You can only see them by opening up the Acrophon app on your phone. We need to find all 3 of these. After that, they'll let us in. Garrett mentioned someone named Friend. That's right. Said to open the app while in the parking lot? Yes. So did I open them up everywhere? First reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Early years you spend inside, TV on, Dad blaring the games. Says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner is the only place on earth, nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien. The house is a prison. Only escape is through fiber lines. Someone in the forums posts a flyer for our show. Somewhere to meet people, something to do, whatever. Borrow your dad's car and go. Step into St. Somewheres and you immediately know. These aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi. You throw the first punch. Things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go Cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack. You fall to the ground. They think you're dead. You're unconscious for 12 days. You wake up with a slouched mouth on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forum closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum. Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Let's look in here. That's friend. Looks like a clown. I already looked at this, right? Ah, my God. Yeah. Okay. The drainage canal. Let's go there. Okay. The fence adjoins the backside of 2 strip malls. The crevice between them reveals a smear of light towards Williams Boulevard. Beyond the fence is drive-through chicken, car audio, mattresses direct to you, water towers, and power lines and crumbling concrete and traffic signs. Abortive landscaping attempts, unkept shrubs, solar-fed Christmas lights weathered and forgotten. That's it? Nope, drainage canal. The downpour finds its way into the drainage canal, its water level slowly rising. Alright, let's, we have to run around. Actually, let me save it first, since we're limited on money. I don't think this game will dead end me if I spend all my money, but just in case. Alright, Warden Promenade Mall. We'll check out Eagle Wholesale. No way it's here, right? Nope. Okay. Saint somewheres. Saint somewheres. We haven't been here before. My stomach still doesn't feel right, the hot dog guy. That hot dog finally catch up to you? This past couple hours has been the worst experience of my life. Why'd you let me eat that thing? Seemed fresh to me. Yeah, that's what I thought too. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? But you found one, that's good. No, I didn't find one. What did you do? You don't want to know. Yes, I do. You give me bad vibes, you know that? You want to know how I dealt with the insane explosive diarrhea that I got because of you? Is this some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men into eating old gray meat most nights, or is it a special occasion? Special occasion. Then you follow them around and see where and how they took a shit? This is what you do with your weeknights? Yes. I'm here, aren't I? Alright, fine, I'll tell you, but just remember that you asked. After you left the French Quarter, I'm standing there with flannel ass, enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something's wrong in my stomach. I run up the street to use the bathroom at some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. By that point, I'm desperate. I unlock my bike and start riding home as fast as I can. I nearly run over a couple of pedestrians. I'm on Elysian Fields in St. Cloud. Major intersection, tons of traffic backed up for about a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know that I'm going to shit myself. It's coming. I'm in a state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. I need privacy fast. There's a stretch limo Hummer pulled on the side of the road with people hanging out on the sidewalk next to it. Looks like high school students, like maybe they're getting ready to go to a dance or something. They're all congregated on one side of the limo, like on the sidewalk. I'm in the street on the opposite side. So I drop my bike right there in the street and sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there. They're all outside. I don't think twice. I just pull down my pants and let loose. It's, you know, there's a lot of it. It's taking a while. Should I keep going? You still enjoying yourself here? Yes. Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, the kid shut the door. The driver climbs in and all the lights at the rear of the limo go out. I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown, I don't know. But at this point, it's just me and him. There's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It would be pretty hard for the driver to see me with the lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife or girlfriend or whatever as he drives away. He thinks the limo's empty. He's got on speakerphone so I can hear the whole conversation in the speaker right next to my head. First thing he says is how bad those kids stink. Says he'll never drive young kids like that again. Said they smell like baby diapers. Then he starts like having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launch into it, saying what they want to do to each other, all this stuff. Not like it's the biggest deal in the world, but for some reasons I don't want to get into. I just really don't want to be in there anymore. I try to open the door thinking, fuck it, I'll just jump out. The door's locked. I check the others. They're all locked. I crawl up to the window and start tapping on it. Sir, you forgot me. He hangs up the phone, cracks the little tinted window. Who in the hell are you, he asks. I'm one of the kids. You forgot to drop me off. He starts shouting, what is that smell? What is that smell? My heart is beating out of my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police. Again, I can hear the entire conversation. Operator asks him what the problem is. He says a man broke into his limo and took a shit in it. Just like that. A man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. They ask him his location. He pulls off on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I'll pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? Yes. Alright, so here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, a squad car pulls up behind the limo within like 3 minutes. At this point, I can't even explain it to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. The man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There's a construction dumpster about a block away. I run like lightning towards that thing. Dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline's coursing through my veins. I burrow down into the heap of trash like a mole and hide. I can hear the police sirens. The squad car stops at the dumpster. I get out, look around. They shine the light right on me. I stay perfectly still, holding my breath. They leave. I wait a couple of minutes. I climb out. I walk here. I wash up. I'm so sorry. It's fine. That was a fantastic story. 10 out of 10. No notes. Small group gossips conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all but the vaguest details. A love triangle, too much whiskey. Someone kicked in the wall in a fit of rage. Saint Somewheres, once a modest neighborhood bar, has moved through a succession of subcultural clientele over the past decade. First came the squatters, who took up residence in nearby homes damaged by hurricanes or simple neglect. The squatters attracted the punks sparked the hipsters, and so on. It now exists in a subcultural estuary, only one change of ownership away from becoming an upscale wine bar. The man working the door tunes out the cacophony while scrolling through cooking recipes on his phone. No cover tonight, just checking IDs. Looking for a sculpture. You talking about the douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm the mother of a Garrett. My son recently got into the stuff I'm concerned. My condolences. I'm a father myself. Would hate to see my kid get wrapped up in this kind of thing. Anyhow, here's what I know. They got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find the devices, scan them with their phone, something like that. Not sure of the details. They hid one right outside the bar, so we had the little mall Nazis coming by every night to find it. Then last night, the ditch man came and grabbed it. Ditch man? He lives over by the mall. He's usually hanging out around the ditches feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Bill vouches for him, so he must be alright. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. What's happening tonight? It's bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Crowd seems... Catherine glances around and then to Dallas. Different than I'd expect. What are you looking at me for? Just, don't you agree? What, a bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce? So I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen to is Christmas music. Christmas music. That's it. It's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Oh, don't even start. Over here having bounce night for a bunch of white kids. So now it's a problem all of a sudden, because all you listen to is Christmas music. Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where are you from, Stinky? Minneapolis. Enough said. Christmas music, just kind of creepy, that's all you listen to. Creepy? I'm going to listen to you about what's creepy? Whoa, 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 boys. Christmas music is cozy. Helps me relax. That's cool, man. That's fine. God damn. Why does John's gang call the cops on you? I don't know. They try to get every show. They try to get every show I book shut down. Maybe because they have nothing better to do. Why does Ditchman come around here? This Ditchman lives all the way out in Kenner. What's he coming around here for? He buys stuff off Bell. What kind of stuff? Man glances down at Catherine's shoes. Why do you even care? It is weird. I'm just looking for a way into the mall. I'll say this, Ditchman gets stuff from here. He takes it to the mall. I think he's selling it to those little Nazis. Yeah, I can understand listening to Christmas music in like November to like end of December. Sure, right? All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey on replay for hours. I could hang with that. But like all year? I feel like it would make it less special. Let me save. You have anything for Elvis Christmas stuff? Let's get a drink some other time. Sounds like what we're looking for is in Kenner now. I guess we're heading back to the mall. Sun will be up by the time this is through. Where's the second sculpture? Door guy said someone called Ditchman came by and grabbed it. Yep. Alright, I guess let's get out of here. I don't know if you were listening to this poop story, Brex, but it was excellent. And I guess it was tied behind an achievement, too. The Promenade Mall. Let's go find Ditchman. I'll switch your rooms, I didn't hear it. Oh, did I tell you I finished The Stand? Finished The Stand and we watched the CBS miniseries. And I have the 1990s version that I checked out from the library. You return. The prodigal's child returns. What did you think? The book, excellent. The TV series, just okay. Where is Ditchman? Canada Day was today, hence no class. Where is this dude? Ooh, Wendy's. I haven't been to Wendy's in a while. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if you've seen the TV series, the newest one that was released in 2020, but man, it was kind of just all over the place. So that's the 1990s version. I haven't seen that one. This is the 2020 version. It has that really tall guy from True Blood. Okay, I didn't know there was new art. Yeah. Well, I know that. Yeah, I knew about the 90s one, but I've never seen it. Where is this guy? He stole it, so it must be around here, right? Oh, it's right there. It's right in front of me. Jesus. Second reading. Leave the hospital and discover faith. That immaterial essence. Yeah, the new one's on Paramount Plus. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football game. Every time I think of Garrett, I think of Garrett from Thief. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts find you. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. Some kind of joke. Doesn't matter. You're Garrett too. 34 Garretts in all. Garrett walked in the basement below the council chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Glad you liked the book. I'm interested to know what you think of the 90s one when you watch it. I did watch a trailer from the 90s one, and it definitely looked very 90s and very low budget. But I hope it's more true to the book. Or just like better filmed. The 2020 version was kind of all over the place. Yeah, they definitely took out some stuff, but it's just, I don't know. It didn't flow. It didn't. My wife watched it with me, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense to her, like the stuff that was going on. Read the book and immediately watched the miniseries with let. I mean, that's kind of true of all book adaptations. But it couldn't take it away from me with reading the book. I was proud of myself with that. Yeah, I mean, Tom Cullen, for sure. I like Tom Cullen. And the actor they picked for the 2020 TV show was good. So I'm curious how Tom Cullen's going to be represented in the 90s version. Garrett worked in the basement below the council chambers, said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett plugged one in, used it as a server. That's how Garrett hosted sermons in the sky. Okay. The guy that played Harold in the new one was very good. He projected videos of someone he found online, said he grew up in Kenner, just like Garrett. Okay. Garrett began watching him too and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. John summoned his flock to the Ziggurat, a promenade mall, and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. Spoke of these things on the server beneath the council. Ooh, my God. Buddy, what are you doing? Eee, what are you doing? He's so close. He's too damn close. Well, what do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? Real fuck, isn't he? Can I help you? Catherine, dear, it is I who will be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come. He sounds like a robot. I knew you'd come to see me wait in the ditches, waiting. No trouble there, child. Happy to do it. You need access to the mall. Here I am. Delighted to assist. The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. You even wear the stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are the image of her beauty. Why are you here? We were neighbors once upon a time. Don't you remember? I've only come to help, as neighbors do. Catherine shakes her head. What is this? It is my responsibility to guide you and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She is well. Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is about? It's about a boat. A boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John, that little shrimp. That sad little boy. Ziggurat is sort of like one of those step pyramids. Oh, okay. I'll be your guide into the mall, the sanctum of the Garretts. Catherine turns to Alice. This man, I think he's been following me. To help you, to help. I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man they say, an asshole. He wouldn't let your pawpaw near you. Well, here I am. Came to tell you needn't worry about Kay. Keep her name out of your mouth. Because she'll be home, perhaps too late for you, dying, they say, from becoming to being, the philosophers say. Where did you see my daughter? Walking through California like it was Galilee, her robes frayed, splendid, divine, a child of Christ. No, not getting in a ditch with this guy, no way. There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else? Anyone who will help? I don't want your help. Don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear? I have all the time in the world, Catherine, but you, dear, do not. I am not here to frighten you, to harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this ball. Patience is a virtue of your pawpaw. I am your only way in. Dallas leads Catherine from the canal. Let's go find this last sculpture. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking spot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here? What, you think I invited them? I don't know. Maybe. I'm just as confused as you are. I'm gonna save that. The old man squats near the flooding ditch with an easy grin, his robe whipping into the wind. Say the word, dear Catherine. I am your only way into this mall. What a character. How do you feel about Pawpaw? Probably about what you'd expect, like he's batshit. Where is he pulling all this nonsense from? I don't know. I seem to attract these people. Thought you might be the type. This is conjecture, but my father... love him. He wasn't the most honest man to come out of Crevasse. Race? Crevasse? Louisiana, used to spin up all kinds of tall tales about our family's history. Had more than a few lost souls believing him. Figure this guy's part of Old Man Pete's living legacy. Dallas laughs. Alright, so all that stuff about the necklace, not even getting into it. Hey, I get it. His creep. Well, we got that. So we need to find the last one. Yeah. If we go back in there, is he just still there forever? So I actually cannot request his help. So where's the third one at then? Keith made me a little upset earlier, still cooling off, maybe later. We already checked. Oh, what is this? Dallas kneels to inspect the small plastic case device in the grass. I suppose this projects those virtual sculptures we're looking for? What if somebody rolls over it with the lawnmower? I don't get the sense these boys thought that far ahead. Didn't we already get this? Yeah, we already got this. I just never looked at it. Alright, so it's not in here. Oop. Potato chips. Half-eaten bag of potato chips sits beneath the car. Well, that was useful. I guess let's get out of here. We haven't been to downtown. Where's we going downtown? Chippies need dippies. Nothing. Clinic? Nothing. Okay. Nope. Probably here. No? Huh. A newly refinished Art Deco structure. A woman with an exhausted expression sits on a bucket with her forgotten cigarette burning in her fingers. Are you one of these nerds that comes around here to play with puppets? I'm not. Good. We're back here trying to live a quiet life. These people with their haircuts, they come around here playing with puppets, making a big production, then the cops show up and give us a hard time. Got chased away from my last spot. I'm not trying to deal with that again. Where's your last spot? The mall in Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. He was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place until the boys showed up. They chased us out, threatened to report us. Little bastards. That guy John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him. Well, I just want some peace and quiet. Sick of the haircuts and their puppet shows. Sick of the little internet boys. Well, shit. Where do I go now? Daniel Street, City Hall, French Quarter. Man, where is this third one at? I don't have $1. Sorry, buddy. Nothing. Dallas, Rosie. That's it. This cat looks familiar. Okay. Not in here. Let's go to City Hall. Oops. City Hall. Gotta be here. Yep. Well, we have our friend. Okay, let's try it. I am friend. I need your help. Garrett said to speak to you. I don't understand the readings. This last reading has me stumped. Discovering the third reading of John is the most challenging. I could not help Gooch. From the second reading of John, things on the server beneath the council chambers. So a computer under the City Hall. Basement, sky. Council chambers are on the first floor of City Hall, so we're in the right place. Basement beneath City Hall. Sky above City Hall. Yes. What are you? I am friend. Oops. Leave. Guard greets Catherine at the door. Welcome to New Orleans City Hall. No council sessions in the evening. Building's closed. The Garrett sent us. The guard looks Dallas up and down. Nah. We're here because of Ken or John. I let a lot of people pass through in the evenings. Wanted to take a picture from the roof or whatever the hell. None of them look like you two. Following my gut here. Does the city know about this? So the city just lets these Garretts come in and out after hours? I do what I'm told. You're looking for a reason, go somewhere else. I'm serious. We're training to become Garretts. Have I updated my backlog? No. Nope, not yet. I need to. So I bought a bunch of games yesterday, and I bought one game today that was on Good Old Games. A game called Shivers. Kind of like maybe Seventh Guest, I guess. First-person puzzle game. Not available on Steam, so I got it on GOG. We're training to become Garretts. Why? To earn Ken or John's favor. You ever watch any of that man's videos? The guy's lost a few marbles along the way. It makes sense to me. Yeah, after this game I'm going to play Heavy Rain. I did play it way back on PS3, but that was a million years ago, so I don't even remember it. But Doc gifted it to me back in March. And I feel bad that I haven't played it yet. Or streamed it. Haven't bought anything on GOG but that Resident Evil 2 style game that was too janky for me to play. Daymare 1997 or something. Well, I usually buy retro games on GOG because they're easier to like set up. It's easier to access DOSBox, but honestly, a lot of the games that I have on GOG on my wish list were cheaper on Steam. So, you know, I'll just buy them on Steam if it's available and it's cheaper. Had a lot of potential for me, but I think my expectations were unfairly high. Yeah, there's not a lot of games that can copy Resident Evil's formula. It makes sense to me. The guy guard shakes his head. This whole city lost its mind. Listen, there's some funny stuff that happens in this building at night. You're thinking you can just walk up to the roof. It's not like that. And be careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator's out, and so are the stairwell lights. Catherine enters the building. Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell. A long, unmarked hallway extends to her left. The exit is at her back. Okay. My story was alright, but it just did not run very well. That was my PC at first, but it wasn't. It just lagged and hit recognition was very poor. Yeah, you have a 1060. Daymare is probably not a uber graphically intensive game. Down hallway? Catherine wanders the hallway until it terminates at the council chamber. The door is shut. Lobby is behind her. Try door? Door is locked. Lobby. To the elevators. Enters the elevator corridor. The floor display above the elevator reads, stop. Stairwells ahead. Press the panel. Floor display above the elevators winks off before illuminating again. It reads, doesn't sound like an elevator's coming. The guard said the generator that powers it is down. Let's keep moving. To the stairwell. Catherine enters a pitch black stairwell. I mean, we're going down, right? Kind of want to go up, just to see what's up there. Floor 2. Feel around. Nothing of interest. Go up. Feel around. Nope. Go up. Feel around. Oops. How many floors are there? Oh, after some fumbling in the dark, Catherine discovers a doorknob. Open. Catherine enters an unlit office. She tries the light. No power. Window looks beyond Duncan Plaza towards the French Quarter. That's it? Oh. We're going up. Floor 8. She sighs heavily. This is killing me. An exit sign casts an obscure red glow over the area. Ahead is a steel door with panic bars. Mounted to the walls beside it is a magnetic card reader. This must lead to the roof. It's locked. Alright, now we gotta go down. Oops. No, 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 leave. So how did you find out about Daymare 1997? What, did someone recommend it to you, or was that like the GOG algorithm said, hey, you own these games, you should try this game? Oh, Polish, one game I want to try with you, it's called Chained Together. Have you heard of it? Oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. Can't remember, probably a Twitch streamer. I haven't, tell me more. It's basically a game where you can play up to 4 players and you're all chained together, and the object of the game is to climb this impossibly tall mountain. It's a platformer, but you have to sync up and be, you know, have your timing timed. Yeah, it was like, I think it was like less than 5. It was definitely less than $5. That sounds like something we need to get. Yeah, Lucid would play it. I think Fushi will play it. Honestly, I want to try it for like local like couch game night as well, because it does do split screen. Go left. There we go. Catherine turns the corner and immediately meets the stare of a man squatted on the ground in the stuttering light of the hallway. Taking a shit. Speak. I wouldn't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? The man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes a receipt from his shirt pocket with a note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he'll hide. In the darkness are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps and the elevator will clear the mistake. The heck? The floor above the council chambers. 3rd most distant from the sky. Third most distant. So floor 7? There are 11 floors. Should one count the basement? Our second number is equally low and high. So that'd be like 11. Because 1 is low, but it's also high. And the 3rd is just above it. 5th from the sky. 5th from the sky. Equally low and high? Okay, equally low and high. First number is above council, third most distant from the sky. The floor above the council chambers would be the second floor. He hands a receipt to Catherine. Oh, Jesus. If you need help, friend is outside the building. Open the app and he'll be there. Good luck. What? Where are you going with this? I'm lost. Like I said, I can't help you. If you need help, then go outside, open the app, and talk to friend. The first number in our sequence is the floor above the council chambers, third most distant from the sky. So it'd be 11, 10, 9. So it'd be the ninth floor, right? Oh, third most distant. Third most distant? Most distant. Okay. Gotcha. So that would be the second floor. Okay, that would be the second floor. Third most distant. Second floor? Right, because first most distant would be the basement. Second would be the basement. Or the first floor. There are 11 floors should one count the basement. Our second number is equally low and high. That would be 11, I think. And the third is just above it. Fifth from the sky. Fifth from the sky. So it'd be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So fifth from the sky would be floor 7. So that'd be floor 2, equally low and high. So equally low and high means in the middle. So it'd be floor 6. So it'd be floor 2, floor 6, floor 7. That's my guess. Stairwell. Floor 2. Wait, hold on. Go down. Okay. Floor 2. Distance touch of another's hand. Startled, she gasped, withdrawing her own. What is it? Someone is in here. Dallas speaks into the darkness. Hello? The stairwell silent, but for the decaying echo of his voice. Okay, so 2. That'd be 6, right? Reach out hand. An unseen hand grasps firmly and shakes. Okay. Fifth from the sky would be number 7, right? So that'd be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah, and go up. Enter door. And here? Yeah. No? Ooh, what would be the third one? Huh. There are 11 floors should one count the basement. Our second number is equally low and high, right? Because you count the basement, that's 12 floors, so 6 and 6. Or, you know, half of 6, half of 12 is 6. And the third is just above it. Fifth from the sky. The third is just above it, fifth from the sky. Oh, wait, what floor? I'm on floor... Floor 7. Wait, what happened here? Hold on. Clear sequence. Let's go down to floor 2. Right. Okay. Okay. Fifth from the sky. What does that mean? Floor A. Floor 8? Maybe? Oh, there it is. Fifth from the sky doesn't make any sense. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I got it. That's 3 handshakes and nothing happened. Oh, I think we got it wrong. What's it say on the receipt? Hit the elevator button. Let's try again. Damn. So I can go anywhere and I get a handshake, right? Yeah. Damn it. This is floor 2. Tried to translate the Latin in one of the load screen messages in DVD for the anniversary. It's not working. Google nor 2 other ones. Dang. Was looking forward to figuring it out. ChatGPT. Above council, third most distant. Third most distant. Been locked out for the day for the free version. You're using it too much. Did you create an account? If you create an account, you might get more searches or queries. Or if you just use a VPN. Oh. Sign out. Try it. Try doing it as a guest. Let's try it. 2. Man, I don't need to try that hard. Sir, you're using a VPN to watch someone's Plex server. You can sign out or use a another browser that doesn't have you logged in. Take you 2 seconds. Or your friend uses a VPN. Yeah. See, like, this does not have a... If I enter the door, what happens? Does it erase everything? No? Yeah, you can't do... Fifth from the sky. Fifth from the sky. The third is just above it. Fifth from the sky. How? How do I do this on the 7th floor? I don't get it. It would be floor 7. It would be floor 7. I did this already. Return to ground level. Exit building. I don't get it. I don't want to do process of elimination with this either. Man in the basements recited a riddle. Yes, it said. Third is just above the one before. It said the third number is just above the previous one. 11 floors, 1 in the middle, 5 on each side, then add 1. What? Okay. Oh, in darkness our hand you must shake? Oh, whatever. Okay, we got that. Yeah, so if I do 6, oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. Do 5, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, be 6. 5 on each side, then add 1. So maybe it's 5, 6? I don't know. Two, 5, 6? Let's try it. Catherine? Up begins to pull Catherine slowly towards the floor. She grabs Dallas and begins to resist. It's... The hand jerks her violently to the floor. I guess you would go like 10, 11, 9, 8, 7? No. Fifth from the sky. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I guess you don't count the sky. You don't count floor 11. Or floor 10. I don't know. Dallas attempts to intercept the figure in the dark but only meets the wall. Hey! He slaps the wall. Tell me who the hell is there? His echo trails off into the extremities of the stairwell. As Catherine looks up from the ground, a light switches on high above them. Dallas, help me up, please! Dallas recovers Catherine from the floor and she hangs her arm around his shoulder. You're not in any kind of condition to be doing this. I know it. I see a light. She gestures weakly. Up there. I'll carry you. No, it's fine. Let's just go find this planter. Get to the roof, whatever it takes to be done here. Maybe I return to the ground level? Gonna get a bit sorted out before bed. I'll watch you again soon, my home slice vanilla ice. Thanks, buddy. I want to try to finish this act. This game has 3 acts. Oh, okay. I gotta just go up all the way. Oh, near a light, inner doorway. What's over here? A man sits at a desk facing the window. He looks at Catherine and looks away. Office is closed. Working late? Planner looks at Catherine over his slouched shoulder. No later than usual. Keep listening. We're drafting a new master plan. Catherine nods and leans against the jamb of the door. It's been an ordeal. You may have seen about it in the news. The antagonism in the city. My God, everyone wants something different. The planner looks away from Catherine. Keep listening. I'm the one they hate the most. The other planners are more interesting. Younger. They're passionate about the work. I'm old now. I watched some bulldozer projects. I wanted it. One of them gone. You don't know what the wrong decision is until you make it. The road splits and you have to keep going. The highways, they have to go somewhere. The houses, they're going to flood sometime. As he speaks, he crouches into himself in an odd and anxious way. And no one wants to relocate. The stubbornness of nature is unmatched. It drives the rest. In the end, it drives our decisions. It forces them, you see? I understand. Floods have made lots of decisions for me. Some will confront these decisions before others. This creates an imbalance. It creates the conditions for conflict. When we plan, we don't plan for a community. We plan for a city at war with itself. We decide the winners and losers. As the stakes grow higher, the losers, they're going to hate us. He returns his gaze across his shoulder and meets Catherine's eyes before looking away a final time. Gives me a fucking ulcer. Trying to get to the roof. The planner turns in his chair. I see. Any chance you could help? You don't look like the other ones, I'll say that. Excuse me? Where's your shirt? The planner dismisses Catherine with a hand wave and points towards a coat rack near the door. Keycard's hanging on the rack. He returns to his original posture facing the window. Catherine grabs a keycard. Leave. Try door. Catherine scans the ID badge and pushes open the door. Exit to roof. Catherine steps through the door into the cool winter air above City Hall. I need to sit for a moment. Of course. Dallas gestures to a nearby air conditioning unit. Let's sit. We're gonna chat. Getting too old for this. Running around like this on my 49th birthday. What a life. Birthday? Today's your birthday? Today is my birthday. At least it's memorable. No question there. You alright? I'm fine. Just needed to breathe for a minute. It was strange. I'd never be normal with Super. Always gotta be some shit like that. So why keep doing it? I don't know. Dallas lifts his head in resignation. There's not much else, really. Not anymore. What would you rather be doing? What I'd like to do is be home with my daughter and my grandchild. Where's home? Holly Grove, right near the canal. They started staying with me a few months back. They liven up the place. Kids do that. You got any? A son and a daughter, 2 years apart. Still at home? My younger one, I can't get him out the house. But my daughter, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Thought maybe when I was diagnosed she'd come around, but she never did. Catherine looks towards the westbound traffic. No, she never did. Hurts to be dropped like that. Sometimes it hurts worse the more time passes. I just know I won't see her before I die, and that, it does. It does hurt. Hurts, and then you die. Two of them laugh. Not all bad, just hope there's something on the other side. There is, I know there is. The ones I hurt and left behind, I'll see them there. I'll get to apologize. Amen. Let me ask you the same question you asked me. Why keep doing this? Not a lot of runners our age. Long story, this is my first time on the app, but things have been interesting for a while now. I tried to have a straight job once upon a time, but that didn't last too long. Yeah? Why not? Let's just say I lied on my resume. Nearly everyone you meet has a story like that in this line of work. Nothing special about me, then. I wouldn't say that. The old man in the ditch thinks you're special. Let him think it. So you figured this last sculpture's around here somewhere? Said something about it being in the sky. Distant traffic glides along the Mississippi River along the Crescent City connection. Yes, I know. It's there. I want to finish looking, though. Silly Jimmy's Superdome. They changed it again? What was it before? Pearl Dish Soap Superdome? Handsome Burger Superdome? I don't know. I lost track. Alright, now let's look up. Third reading. New Orleans is a pit and Garrett's stuck in it. New Orleans is the lowest world. A messenger visits John, tells him about the early faithful now living in the cavities of the Martian moons. Tells him there's a way to commune with them through the Adamic language of angels and spellcasters and others who know God's mind. There's a chrism, a fluid that John must imbibe. It's in an egg that floats in the sky. John is blessed with the plan to escape the low world's reach. The Garretts must build a spacefaring ark, a vessel which to leave this earth, this heaven's gate. Having imbibed the chrism, John may ascend beyond the distortion of the low world and listen for the twilight language. Two Garretts work together at Stennis. John appoints him to oversee the task. They soon find each other engineers sympathetic to their plan. The Garretts labor for 884 days, and in that time the ark is complete. All that remains is the egg which holds the chrism to know God's mind. So is that it? We found all three. Let's go ask the kids at the mall. Where did they go? Those two shits? Where did they go? Hell. Why did we just waste our time? We have to get in there. Only one option comes to mind. Creep in the ditch? Afraid so. This night, I hate it. Let me go talk to Keith. We're still mad at Keith? Yeah, okay. We need your boat. Oh, his face is pure glee. How wonderful, a boat ride into John's fucking skull. We'll live inside it. Let's see how much longer this act is. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, we're almost there. Okay. We'll continue it. Calm down. Keep your distance. Lower your voice. We need the boat, not you. The mall, John's skull, John's skull. The boat is just a little further down the canal. Let's go and visit the sanctum of the Garrets. Nothing new, nothing new. We must hope LeBlanc was correct and that this infiltration isn't for nothing. Let's go poke around the guardhouse over there. Bound to be something useful. An instruction manual for the operation of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s railroad crane network. You read from the manual. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s railroad cranes can be operated from a safe distance using control panels located at various points around the facility. Each crane is labeled with a unique identification number. To operate a crane, enter the prefix 2914 followed by the ID. Okay. Wanted poster hangs on the wall. Wanted, drone fleet captain's son, TAC A-19, commonly known as a drone priest, is missing and considered armed and dangerous. Contact S.H.I.E.L.D. Community Dispatch if sighted. Do not approach. Freight elevator. Displays a Good Hope Cemetery. Raised tombs surrounded on all sides by refinery architecture. The right security monitor displays a freight moving robot hanging limp from a crane. Map of S.H.I.E.L.D. Security Zone A is displayed on the monitor. Okay. Command line terminal sits open on the computer's desktop. Type command. Security status. Authenticated. Someone has forgotten to log out. Fortunate for us. Freight elevator lock engaged. Drone bay lock engaged. Disengage lock? Disengaged. Drone bay lock disengaged. Okay. All unlocked. Okay. Let's try going up. Well, hold on. If we look at the monitor, does that change anything? No. Should save. Now that we're in, take a look at what Lucky got. The man crouches down, opens his backpack, and reveals 2 grenades. Got these from a guy at the burger place. Lucky done played with bigger grenades than this. These more than little toys. Loud as it is around here, they ain't likely to make much of a ruckus. Hold on a second, I'm just looking. Where am I at? Oh, where am I, actually? Let's see. Where am I at? Yeah, I don't think I'll get done with this in time. I got these from a guy. Lucky you done played. Yes. We get into any more scuffles, that he might be handy, but we best be choosy. Only got us 2. Zips his backpack, tips his hat, and smiles. There'll be no use against the St. Clair models that guard Good Hope Plantation. Well, sure, them guards not your average type. We'll need to find some other way to get rid of them. What do you suggest? Like I say, there's that big bastard hanging over from the railroad crane over there. A freight mover, robot just like you. Might be your pod now. Let's go talk with it. The mover has no agency. How do you know? Thought you wasn't a St. Clair. You come up with something better, Lucky all ears. Till then, he'd go with his gut. Lucky done got help from all kinds of robots. Yeah, I don't think we'll get done with Act 2 in the next, like, 20 minutes. So let's just save. And we'll take this up next week. Yeah. So far, so good. So far, so good. Still having trouble, like, keeping track of the storyline and what exactly is going on. But, we'll get there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll be back on, maybe next Wednesday, because I'll be out of town for a week. Have a good night, Brex. I'll see everyone later.